What's up, legends? I got a Boruto Naruto Next Generations review for episode 2 for you guys, and it's gonna be legendary, baby. But anyway, this episode was good. It wasn't as good as episode 1, but it was good indeed, and I like the direction they're going with it. So far, so good. First 2 episodes of Boruto have been good. First episode was beautiful. Second episode was pretty good. It was pretty good. No complaints on my part. Animation wasn't as great as episode 1, but it was pretty good. It was pretty clean animation, in my opinion, in my humble opinion. But I like where they're going with it, because they introduced 2 new characters this week. Some valedictorian purple hair girl who kind of looks like Anko, kind of doesn't. It's just the purple hair. She reminds me of Hinata, honestly, because immediately her soft voice. She's just not as exotic as Hinata was when she was a kid. So, well, as Hinata is, I guess I still could say. So she's not as interesting, because Hinata, when I first saw Hinata, I was like, them eyes, delicious. I was 12 when I started watching Naruto. So don't. Yeah. Okay. Anyway. So we're going balls deep in this episode right now, and we also meet another character. We have Ikimo. I think that's his name. I don't recall. Don't give a fuck if I forget his name. I would just go back in the episode and watch it again and realize that man's name was wrong in my video. Oh well, but he's a pretty cool character, pretty cool cat. He kind of reminds me, he's kind of like the Sasuke to Boruto's Naruto. He seems like that. He's older than the rest of the class because he got left back a bunch of times. So he's, at the same time as he is like a Sasuke, he's not like a Sasuke because he's not smart. And like Sasuke was smart in every aspect. He wasn't the smartest in the class because Sakura and Hinata, I believe, surpassed their respective boyfriends. So Sakura was smarter than Sasuke, Hinata is smarter than Naruto, and I believe Hinata was actually also smarter than, I don't remember. I just remember the girls were smarter than the boys, but the boys were more talented than the girls. But Sasuke was smart to begin with. Yeah, you get it. I'm not gonna go back to Naruto episode 1 when we're talking about Boruto, even though episode 1 of Naruto had nothing to do with Sasuke. You know what I mean. But so we see whatever this kid's name is, and he's all about, you know what, I want to fuck shit up. I want to get stronger as a ninja. Why do we have to learn that stupid math and shit? I'm not going to use it. I'm just going to fight bitches. That's all I want to do as a ninja. You hear the music outside. It's like 7 a.m. and they're bumping outside. Like, I would drop kick somebody. Like, whose man's is that? But anyway, you get what I mean. Ikimo, he just wants to fight. He's like, you know what, power is all that's necessary to a ninja. And he ends up, he's like, everybody in the class, we see how the relationship is with Boruto. They're like, oh, he's just riding the Hokage's coattails, nothing more. So we see Boruto's not like respected as soon as he steps foot in the class. First off, he was suspended for 2 weeks, and everybody's like, oh, he wasn't expelled because he's the Hokage's kid. And I mean, to a certain degree, that's true, honestly. But I mean, I don't think anyone would have been expelled. You know, Naruto himself was a fucking troublemaker, so I don't think any troublemaker would have been expelled, because we see what a troublemaker has become of himself. He's become the hero, he's become the legend, the myth, the man, the myth, the legend, the 7th. Okay, we get it. Also, we don't see any of the adults besides Hinata and obviously Shino. I wasn't thinking about Shino. Besides Hinata and a Boruto flashback, we don't really see any other adults besides Shino in this week's episode, which I like. Shino's probably going to be the most seen adult in the beginning of this series, just like Haruka was in the beginning of Naruto, because he's the homeroom teacher. It makes sense. We also see Shizune, but I wasn't counting her as, when I say adults, I mean the generation we know the most, because Anko is what I meant, not Shizune. Fuck, I always call Anko Shizune. Big titty Anko, man. Thick ass Anko now. Well, why couldn't you stay thick and sexy in your own slimness? But anyway, not that I'm shaming her. She still look good. She still look good. She cut back on the dumplings, but she still look good. Anyway, so yeah, Boruto and Iwabe. they fight in what looks like the tuning exam hall where Neji and Hinata fought, because it has those two hands holding each other or like coming at each other or whatever. Come at me, bruh. And we see Boruto has some skill, obviously. He's second in his class, and the blah blah is first in his class in ninjutsu skills. So, and that's only because Boruto's only second because the guys had like 15 tries at this shit. And he's always been powerful, so I mean, I guess. So Boruto shows that he's a prodigy to start off with. That he's second in his class, only second to someone who's older than him. So that's a pretty good sign. It's already a pretty good difference between him and Naruto. Naruto started out flunking the class. Somehow Naruto managed to fail the class twice, I believe, and still graduated with his fucking peers. But you know, that's none of my business. I mean, Sakura was older than him. Think about it like this. Sakura was older than him. Naruto failed twice, but he still managed to graduate with Sakura's class. Sakura's not a year older than him. She's like a couple months older than him. But you get what I mean. Naruto managed to graduate with his class. But yeah, I digress. I'm going back into Naruto too much. This is a new series, damn it. So yeah, we've had the fight. Boruto is pretty much, at first he starts doing well. He starts off doing pretty well. He impresses the kid, and then he starts getting his ass kicked. But he's Naruto's son. You see it. He's not giving up. He's Naruto's son. Never give up. Believe it. And so he's not giving up at all. He decides, you know, I'm going to keep trying because I'm not riding on anyone's coattails, my boy. And also, we see Inojin is still it's just like his father. He's a dick. He's a dick to begin with. But I digress from that. It's not really an important factor. Inojin's a dick. But everyone knows each other. Inojin, Chocho, Sarada, Boruto, Shikadai. They all know each other because their parents are like best friends, obviously. And yeah, so they pretty much ended there. Well, not ended there, but they had their fight. Boruto actually wins, and we see Sarada. She plays a tsundere. She plays that part well because she gave no fucks. She seemed to give no fucks about the match until Boruto started getting his ass kicked, where she low-key was clamping her hands together. And Chocho saw it. She was like, thought you ain't care. Yes. But Sarada was like, you know, you're delusional as fuck, Chocho. Just keep eating your chips. Keep eating your chips, bitch. Keep eating your chips. Anyway, yeah, so Chocho also reminded me of Choji when he was just munching on his chips during his Shikamaru and Tamari fight. But she wasn't as annoying with it because I hated Choji when he was doing that. Alright, I'm going back into Naruto too damn much. But yeah, Boruto ends up winning. The guy freaks out. Ikubaba, he freaks out. Grabs his staff that he said he wasn't going to use. Inojin swoops in with the Super Beast Scroll of Color. And he's just like, you know, nah, you lost, bruh. You lost, bruh. You cheating now. He's like, you know, you're right. And by the end of the episode, the guy comes back to class, decides, you know what, I'm going to study. Because Boruto called him out. He's like, maybe you're just a shit studier, you know. And so the guy, he comes to class. Him and Boruto seemingly are friends now. And that's the end of the episode. Dank Memes was still there. By Dank Memes, I'm talking about Danky. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I like the outro, the ending, I should say. I like the ending because it's pretty like kid friendly, but it's cool. I don't know. Anyway, I give this episode like a 7.5 or 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. I feel very generous today, but this has been DZ Legend with another legendary commentary. Please like, favorite, comment, and subscribe if you're nasty. Peace, legends. I know I'm British all of a sudden, but hey, fuck me, right?